figured the first one we might as well just go through the box office ones. I mean, we've had big weekend. Yeah, we've had a big new entry contender since Mario. Mario's dominated the box office for, I feel like, almost a month now or close to.
That's crazy, yeah.
Guardians 3 has come out and it has beaten Mario. So this is the top 5 box office results for this weekend. And number 1 obviously is Guardians of the Galaxy Vol.3 with 114 million. Number 2 is the Super Mario Brothers movie with 18.6 million. Third is Evil Dead Rise with 5.73 million. For 4 is Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret with 3.38 million. And 5th is Love Again with 2.425 million.
So, a very specific number right there.
Yeah, it is. So I assume that we're only going to talk about number 1 because
it's easy to write off. I mean, Mario getting 18.6.
Yeah.
And I think it's 5th weekend with Guardians opening is still a huge accomplishment, but that's an easy counter programming for children, because I think with Guardians 3 and the word of mouth surrounding it now in terms of is it appropriate for children, it's probably not. It's quite it's
very dark.
It is quite dark. It's very mature, and I don't know how much quite young children would enjoy this, especially if they don't follow the characters and whatnot. Also, it's quite long, so Mario can still thrive with Guardians being out. But I mean, Guardians at 114 million, I think it's disappointing. Primarily because the second Guardians movie opened to around like 146 million.
Did they both release at the same time off the top of your head? Can you remember? Like this May?
Yeah. It's the opening of the summer movie blockbuster season. So for it to have good 35 million down or 32 million down from what the second one did in 2017, and you include inflation and whatnot, it's pretty significant. Worldwide, I think it was like over 280 or something like that for the total. It's hard to compare Guardians 2 worldwide opening because it opened like a week earlier in like half, the worldwide market.
As in Guardians 3?
No, Guardians 2 opened in like half the worldwide market a week earlier before like the US and stuff like that. So you can't really compare them. But yeah, overall, this is disappointing. I don't need people on like Twitter to really tell me that, it doesn't need to make Guardians 2 stuff to earn money. And I'm like, yeah, I know that, but it's much more than that. And I've had people all week just...
Yeah, I've seen you get into some rumbles.
Yeah, they were coming at me for like no reason. And they're missing the point. What I'm trying to say, and the criticism that I say about this, like these box office numbers here, is that it's about the story. It's about the narrative behind the numbers. The MCU is trending downwards. It's been trending downwards. It's going to be profitable. It's going to make money for Disney, sure, and they're going to be happy and whatnot. But they are trending downwards. It's about where the trend is going, and that's what I'm discussing. Anything trending downwards is not a good sign, especially the way this film has been, marketed as it's the final one. It's it's coming off like the Guardians characters being in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, so much more exposure. So these characters should even be more popular now.
Yeah.
So it's not good. It's going to make less than Guardians 2 worldwide. If it doesn't hit Guardians 1 worldwide total, which is around like 700 and something, that's really bad. I do really hope that the word of mouth for this really carries it much more than what I'm forecasting at this point. But it doesn't look good. I think Guardians 3 is really just a product of collateral damage in terms of what Marvel's done to their reputation. I don't think it represents the quality of the film itself. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah. Side note before I get into what I think. I remember on a podcast previously you mentioned what's the next Marvel film that's not an Avengers movie to make 1 billion. I think we both said Guardians.
I never said Guardians.
Oh, didn't you?
I've always been certain that it won't make $1 billion.
Yeah. What movie did you say?
None.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I said Guardians.
I know you said Guardians. Yeah.
All right, never mind. What do I think? Yeah, I'm pretty much on the same boat as you. I thought it'll probably be a little bit more high, at least 120 to 130, maybe a bit more. Especially considering it's like James Gunn's final Guardians film, and it's like the final Guardians film that we see off all the core characters as well.
Yep.
So yeah, that was a little bit disappointing. Mario was actually pretty surprising for me.
Yeah.
I thought it would drop like massively to be like the low double digits, but for it to be 8.6 million, that's good.
It is good. Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if it's like an overflow, like Guardians screening sold out. So everyone
doesn't look like it's sold out. Only got 114 million. It's probably like, oh, the parents go see this and the kids go see that kind of thing. Yeah.
Probably. But yeah, I'll be interested to see the week 2 drop for Guardians.
That's good. That's going to be another interesting story. Yeah. So
because I think Ant-Man was around about 60%.
I think it was 69.5, which is insane.
Do you think we'll get similar numbers like 50 plus?
I'd say around the 60% is a safe bet. And 60% is fine. I think that's all it needs as long as it stabilizes after that.
Yeah.
If it's over 65%, then I'm worried. Yeah.
Well, we'll find out next week.
We will.